Today we are going to see 98th Shloka of Vishnu Sahasranamam, recitation and word by word meaning. Akroora, pesalo, daksho, dakshinah, kshaminaam, varaha, vidvattamo, veetabhayah, punyasravanakeertanaha. Akroora, pesalo, daksho, dakshinah, kshaminaam, varaha, vidvattamo, veetabhayah, punyasravanakeertanaha. Akroora, pesalo, daksho, dakshinah, kshaminaam, varaha, vidvattamo, veetabhayah, punyasravanakeertanaha. Now let's see the word by word meaning. Akroora. Kroora means cruel. Akroora. A means no, negate, negative word. So Akroora means not cruel. So Bhagavan is never cruel in his actions. So cruelty always comes from the emotions of anger. So this anger comes when we have a desire, or we have a craving or a lust or love into some materialistic or immaterialistic thing. So Bhagavan is completely fulfilled. He is all filled. So he does not have any desire. That's why there is no possibility of any anger to come in Bhagavan. And Bhagavan does not show his the sadness of his creation not following the dharma in an angry way or cruel way. He always give them chances. Bhagavan has taken the incarnation of Krishna where he is the form of Yaadava, and he has a great devotee called Akroora. His name is Akroora, and he has a divine power. So Bhagavan always gives special glory to all the devotees who is focused in the path of truth and righteousness. And Bhagavan always has a manifestation to or special attention to someone who believes in himself and who is trustworthy to God. So Bhagavan, who has who has taken the incarnation of Krishna, he acted upon Kamsa to save the dharma when he was doing a wrong thing. So Bhagavan has the name Akroora because he is never cruel. Pesalo. Pesala means Bhagavan is supremely soft. Bhagavan is amazingly gentle. He has infinite kindness. He is very merciful. Bhagavan's heart is melting towards the devotee who is divine in their action. So Bhagavan always act on his devotees with love and tenderness, and he is ready to help them because he has given the devotees the body to have a consciousness in whatever they do. And he also makes sure they control the ego-centric life of sense. That means the sense organs always go towards the Maya and the materialistic thing. So he is given the devotee the enough power to control them. So that's why Bhagavan is called Pesalah, who is supremely soft. Daksho. Daksha means the promptitude, or Bhagavan is always alert. Bhagavan is there to give attention to the devotee whenever they need him. So the vigilance in Bhagavan to act on his devotee is tremendous. And Bhagavan is always prepared to act immediately for any supreme urgency. So he will be there to have attention. So that's why we also should have that habit of focus, and we should have the habit of that attention to the sincere effort that we are putting. So Bhagavan is infinite smart to reach and help a devotee at all times and everywhere and under any circumstances. And Bhagavan will be there who is given the essence of himself to a devotee or the creation. So all the creation has an essence of God. That's why we will always have an attraction towards the truth, always have an attraction to do the righteousness, because we have an essence of godliness in our mind. That's why Bhagavan is called Daksha. Dakshina. Dakshina is something that we give as a gift to the guru or the teacher. So Bhagavan is ready to accept anything as dakshina from a devotee. Even 1 second of reciting the name itself is considered as a gift for Bhagavan, because in our all tight, very schedule of work, we are thinking of Bhagavan is already a dakshina for him. So we should have a heart to call the Bhagavan's name at least once, knowingly or unknowingly. That's why we used to put the names of Bhagavan to our kids, so that unknowingly when we call our kids, we are calling the Bhagavan, through which he is satisfied and we are getting that blessing. So when we have that selfless nature, and when we have detachment to the materialistic things like the wealth, the possession, all those things, automatically the kindness and charity towards the good people will increase in ourselves. When we become not attracted to those kinds of things, automatically our mind will be ready to help others. That's why Bhagavan always says that we should give something that is close to our heart, to our person, which he helped us in some way or other. So that way we will be knowing the value of detachment from anything, or the person or the material or anything. So like that we will learn how to be detached with any certain thing, so that we don't have that anger coming out when that thing that is attached to you is broken or lost or not seen or something happened to it. We won't be much alerted, much anger or much sadness. That's why Bhagwan is called Dakshina. Kshaminaam varaha. Kshaminaam varaha. That means Kshama means the forgiveness or patience. Varaha means blessing. So Bhagavan has the greatest amount of patience with the sinners. When we do a sin, Bhagavan will not punish us. He will just show us a way how to uh, give a chance not to repeat the mistake. He will never uh, be angry towards us. He will know that he is ready to forgive and forget the sin. And he is there to support to go forward without repeating that sin. So Bhagavan is as patient as the earth, who is getting all the disturbance from his creations. So highest patience epitome is Bhagavan, and he exhibits the supreme patience even to the evil-minded creation, because he will go to the field and fight with them only when it is very much necessary, like Hiranyakshan, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, and all others who took the next level of cruelty by killing the good people. So that is the time when we should stop them. So Bhagavan will take incarnations to help us. So Bhagavan will give a treatment in which we will be able to understand our mistake and come back to the path of dharma. When it becomes infinite sins, at that time he will we come in as a incarnation and destroy that sin. So Bhagavan is there to forgive and forget. That's why he's called kshaminaam varaha. Vidvattamo. Vidwan means the most wise person. And vidvattama means Bhagavan is one of the greatest wisdom, where he is master in his own subject. That is, when someone is master in his own subject, we call him as Vidwan. But Bhagavan is master in all the subjects. So he is considered to be the most wise power who is illuminating all the other creations to absorb the absolute knowledge. So Bhagavan is the knower of all knowledge of wise men. He is giving us different ways to understand the truth and knowledge. That is through Vedas, Upanishads, and all the books that we have here to understand the light of which all basic knowledge has been there. So Bhagavan is called vidvattama, veetabhayah. Bhaya means fear. Vita means lost. So veetabhayah means Bhagavan has the power to lose all the fears of the creations. So fear will come when we have a sense of insecurity. So as long as when we trust Bhagavan, that insecurity will be taken away from our mind. So we will not feel any fear. And we will always know that there is always a power who is taking care of us. So Bhagavan is the fearless state where we have a positivity with us always. So in our mind itself, there is a greatest positive thing which we have to find it out. It is always there. So we have to realize it. Then we will not have any fear for anything. That's why Bhagavan is called vidvattamo. Punyasravanakeertanaha. Punya means it is merits. Shravana means hear. Kirtana means songs. So Punya Shravana Kirtana means Bhagavan's glory is heard from different people who sings all his merits that he had done, and has been described in Vedas and Upanishads. So Bhagavan always is there to listen to devotees any kind of songs or shlokas or recitations. So by uh, hearing these shlokas, Bhagavan's attention becomes so much of gentleness that he is showering his blessings of peace, prosperity, and ultimate happiness. So, when we have a true devotion to Bhagavan, automatically when we think of Bhagavan or when we sing, that devotion will automatically show in whatever we do. So, whenever we feel like doing something, we think twice whether it is true thing or whether it is righteous thing that we are doing. So, Bhagavan allows the devotee to express their thoughts towards these songs, or express their words, express their activities, express their feelings, express their actions towards all these songs. So Bhagavan's divine presence, you can feel it in every moment, everywhere. When we are too much focused in whatever efforts we are putting in our day-to-day task, even the mere beauty, love, and devotion towards our work is also considered to be a kind of the way we are giving an offering to Bhagavan. So whatever we do, when we put our maximum effort, it will be listened by Bhagavan. That's why Bhagavan is called punyasravanakeertanaha. Akroora, pesalo, daksho, dakshinah, kshaminaam, varaha, vidvattamo, veetabhayah, punyasravanakeertanaha. Akroora, pesalo, daksho, dakshinah, kshaminaam, varaha, vidvattamo, veetabhayah, punyasravanakeertanaha. Akroora, pesalo, daksho, dakshinah, kshaminaam, varaha, vidvattamo, veetabhayah, punyasravanakeertanaha. Thank you.